How's it going? We're back with another research review. And today we're going to be looking at different types of periodization, specifically linear periodization versus daily undulating periodization, also known as DUP. It's been shown many times throughout research that periodizing your workouts is better than not. But when it comes to periodizing, how do we do it? Do we follow linear or DUP fashion, or does it really make a difference? Let's take a look by looking at this study from Rhea et al. In 2002. Alright, so looking at this study, there's 10 men doing DUP and 10 men doing linear periodization. Average age of these men are 21 years old, plus or minus about 2 years, and they all have been training for at least 5 years. In this study, intensity and volume were equated for both groups, so the only difference was the programming style. A max test was done before, during, and after this 12-week program. So for the linear periodization group, they broke it into 3 different cycles. First month doing 8 reps, second month doing 6 reps, and the third month doing 4th rep. Meanwhile, the DUP did 8 reps on Monday, 6 reps on Wednesday, and 4 reps on Friday.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. So I realized after editing, some very important things got cut out, and that's the results of this study. So when we look at it from week 1 to week 3, they did show that DUP has better results as far as strength goes. However, from week 2 to week 3, for DUP and linear periodization, there is no difference between the two. Now, I concluded this as, during that first half, DUP is doing 4s every Friday, so they're doing some lower reps, high weight, whereas linear periodization is only doing 8s. So simply put, DUP is more specific in that instance to a 1 rep max. So it makes sense that their 1 rep max is higher simply based off that. Now, in the back half of the study, linear periodization is doing 4s every week, and DUP is doing 4s every Friday, or day 3, and that could be why they didn't see any difference in the 1 rep max gain at that time. So although the authors say DUP is better, I would have to disagree just based off that. I don't think it's 100% clear that DUP is better than linear periodization. Also, if you look at a study by Baker et al., they show that doing DUP every 2 weeks and linear periodization every 3 to 4 weeks showed no difference between the two groups.
There's a few limitations that do lie within the study. First of all, this is only a 12-week study. There needs to be much longer studies going on in order to see what the actual advantages are, because most of us train for years upon years, not just 12 weeks. Secondly, every single participant was only doing linear periodization before the study. As I mentioned before, I think doing sets of 8 just was not specific enough to have a great 1 rep max test after that, and that's why once the linear periodization group started doing 4s, they were able to see those gains as well. Interestingly enough, only the DUP group reported fatigued, and no one in the linear periodization group reported this. That being said about DUP, there is nothing wrong with doing linear periodization. If that's what you prefer and that's what you've always done, go ahead and keep doing it. I think one thing that we can take away from the study is that those who did linear periodization all the time and switched to DUP did see a little bit of an increase in their 1 rep max. I don't know, it's up to you guys to give it a try. Furthermore on this topic, I took a look at an article that Greg Nuckols put together, which he took a deep dive into all the research at the time on what DUP versus linear periodization would produce. And for the most part, there really is no difference. He did find that bench press actually responded better to DUP than the squat did, but other than that, there's no real significant difference between these two groups. So when it comes to our own training, what do we do? It really comes down to what you feel most confident with. And some people just don't feel confident doing 2 or 3 months of not hitting anything in that 1 to 3 range, and so when they get to that time, they're just kind of scared. If that's something that you really struggle with, really feeling confident with heavy weights, maybe DUP is a little better because you can still hit those every single week, so you never really feel out of touch with those heavier weights. That's what I got for you guys this week. If you like it, I really appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit everything else that you can down there. Leave a comment too, why not? I'll catch you guys next time.